What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Chopper Style, and today I'm going to be doing a review for Wandavision, Episode 8. We finally get a backstory on Agnes. We see her with a couple other witches and her mom trying to pretty much kill her, stop her from becoming too powerful because she was using dark magic. And they didn't really go too far and explain of what went on before that, but all we know is that Agnes is stronger than all of them, and she kills all of them and her mom. Doesn't even care. Like, Agnes is heartless as hell, man. Now, I'm not for sure if she's still their life force or if they turn old like that because they're all just, super old because they've been living for so long, and when they die, it shows their age. I don't know. But she goes to her mom and takes the pendant that she has off of her neck, and that's the pendant that she's been wearing this whole time. Now, I don't know if that pendant has some type of powers or she just took it for a remembrance of her mom. I don't know. But Agnes also tells Wanda pretty much everything. She teaches her about witches and stuff, and Scarlet Witch knows nothing about it. She knows nothing about witches or anything. She can't even use her powers in Agnes' house because she has ruins all over the basement, pretty much protecting the whole house. So Wanda can't use none of her powers at all, but Agnes can use all of hers. She even shows shows Wanda the manipulation trick she can do with the cicada, and then she turns it into a bird and starts crushing it. Like, what is up with Agnes, yo? She is like, wait, crazy. And then she throws it to the rabbit and the rabbit eats it. Now, that rabbit has to be something. I heard in the comics that's her brother or something like that, but it's got to be something because that's just a little weird. She carries the rabbit everywhere she goes. We find out that Wanda's kids are still alive. She didn't kill them or anything or turn them into animals like I thought. But what Agnes does is she makes Wanda relive the crucial parts of her past. And we get to see from the beginning, as Wanda as a kid, what she went through and the trauma that she had. We thought the worst thing about her was, Vision dying. Man, that was the tip of the iceberg. They show when she was kids with her brother and her parents, and they loved watching sitcoms. And you got to see all the shows, and it was the shows that she copied: Bewitched, I Love Lucy, Dick Van Dyke. I mean, all of them were there pretty much. You seen the monsters, and it's just so cool that you know, you never would have thought it was going to connect to the sitcom because the whole time you're thinking, why is it like a sitcom? Like, okay, she wants to live her life with Vision, but why a sitcom? And now it makes so much sense. That's what they did as kids. All they did was watch sitcoms, and she loved it. And one of the main reason being is there was some type of war going on outside of the house. So they just watched TV and just tried not to pay attention to what was going on, but it seemed like it was some crazy stuff going on. A bomb goes off and kills her parents. And then you see the bomb, it says Stark on it. So it's from Tony Stark's inventions. So I don't know the whole backstory behind that, but the bomb was blinking. I'm thinking any minute, I'm like, oh, damn, this is about to blow up. And her and her brother are right there. And you're thinking, how'd they even survive the explosion in the first place? And I really think Scarlet Witch is what saved them. I don't think that she was just given powers. She was born with them. So that's an indication that she's pretty much a mutant, right? She was born with her powers. And I mean, I guess Quicksilver maybe was born with some type of powers too, but she stopped that bomb from going off. That's what I think happened. And that was tragic, man. That was terrible. She had to relive all of that. And Agnes then took her back to how she got her Scarlet Witch powers in the first place, like enhanced. But she was in a science experiment to see the touch the Tesseract. We got to see the spear and all that. And everyone who's tried to touch it has died. And she heard that. Scarlet Witch overheard that, like, damn. And she still tried it. She didn't give a damn. And when she went to go try to touch it, the Mind Stone came out. It showed itself, came to her, and you seen a figure coming towards her. It was a figure of herself, like in the future. You got to see Wanda in her, Scarlet Witch costume and all that, like real faint. It's almost as if she was seeing the future or something. And I believe that's how she got her Scarlet Witch power. Like they like enhanced the hell out of her. Maybe the Mind Stone put its own full powers into her. That would be crazy. Maybe that would explain why she's so powerful. But what's wild is the scientists that were watching, it was completely cut off on the screen. Like if you were just watching TV, you couldn't see it at all. But the scientists, they were looking through the glass, so they got to see what actually happened. It's wild that Scarlet Witch is so powerful. It's like her powers have a mind of their own at the same time, or maybe she's just so powerful and don't know how to fully use them yet. We got to see backstory of Scarlet Witch and Vision having, some alone time. And even then, back then, she's still watching these sitcoms. And, Vision's learning about humor. And you could see they have a very strong connection due to the Mind Stone. But they wanted to have a future together pretty much. We got to see Wanda actually go into S.H.I.E.L.D. and supposedly steal Vision's body from what the commander said. But she goes in there and she sees that they have Vision pretty much all the way disassembled. And she goes down there, breaks the glass, and she tries to feel him, and she can't feel him anymore. And she is just devastated. Once she sees that, she just leaves. She never stole Vision's body. The commander lied. Said that she stole the body. She didn't steal a damn thing. Annie lied to her saying that, oh, we can't let her bury the body. We're just dismantling it because of how expensive it is. BS, man. That dude is a full out lie. We then see Wanda go to the town of Westview with the little brochure and property that Vision bought for her or bought for them. And it just shows that he was planning to have a future there after the whole Thanos stuff. He never planned on dying. And when she seen that, she just lost it. And she created the hex. Like she was just exploding with energy, created everything, all from her memories. And then the crazy part, she created a whole nother Vision from nothing. Now we've seen Agnes say that she has the power of creation. And she does. She created another Vision. Also, that Vision, he not was just alive, but he had powers. He had a Mind Stone. Is she able to create like another Mind Stone? Like for real. Also, her kids are pretty much created from her. So they're not real. But Wanda can create this whenever she wants. So she could make them probably real. At her full power, she could probably make them real. Maybe she can really bring uh Vision back to life, and maybe she can bring her kids back to life. Like maybe they will be permanent. I mean, because if she can create them whenever she wants, then they never can really die, right? I don't know. Just a thought. But Agnes pretty much just wanted to know how Scarlet Witch did all this. And it makes sense back when the boy her kids were talking about they wanted her to bring the dog back to life. And Agnes looked surprised, like, wow, she can really do that. And so she can really do that. She can really bring things back to life. And Agnes wants to know how. I mean, she's a witch that seems like she wants to know the everything and have all the powers of all the witchcraft. She wants to be Scarlet Witch. She wants to know how to do that. And Agnes is very powerful. She knows all the deep stuff about witchcraft. And she's surprised that Scarlet doesn't know nothing about it. And she was never trained. She doesn't know anything about it. And Agnes too, like, why didn't she kill Wanda? Like she could have killed Wanda anytime she wanted. I mean, she even though she found out her secret, I mean, she still wasn't trying to kill her. She went after her kids. And I'm confused. She's choking the kids, right? But she's not in her house anymore. So Wanda has her full power. I mean, Agnes knows that Wanda's more powerful than her, right? I mean, that was a bad place to be is outside. Maybe, I don't know, maybe she has a trick up her sleeve or something. Because I don't think she's that stupid. She's been smart this entire series. She's had one step up ahead of the game. Also, Pietro, is he really alive? Like when she brought him back, did she really just bring back the Quicksilver from Fox? And is he actually real? Because she can't create people, right? And that wasn't an illusion. So maybe she was just controlling his body because we seen him talking to Monica Rambeau, and Agnes was nowhere around. So I don't know what's going on with the whole situation. I don't know if that's Quicksilver, he's going to be good and not controlled by Agnes, or is Agnes still controlling him? I have no idea, but it was crazy. I was expecting to see that part because they teased it in episode 7. So I'm thinking, okay, in episode 8, we're going to see it, but we didn't. Maybe episode 7 and episode 8 are running at the same time. You just seen what Vision was doing, and while Vision was on his way to Wanda, you seen what Wanda was going through. Maybe it's like the same time, and in episode 9 we'll get the meetup, because there's no way Vision couldn't have got there in time after all that stuff they were going through. But yo, I gotta say, seeing Agnes' true colors, she is a villain you love to hate. Like, she is just straight grimy. She is heartless as hell. She put Wanda through all those bad memories again. And man, this episode was a tearjerker, just seeing Wanda break down and just having to live through all that all over again. But also, Agnes really did Wanda a favor. Wanda was in like her own little dreamland. She kind of wasn't aware of how this even happened. She doesn't remember her powers. She just did it out of rage, out of anger. And Agnes showed her everything that she forgot. And she woke Wanda up out of this trance that she put herself in. So it's going to be different to see what's going to go on from here. We know that Vision is on the way. Monica isn't too far behind. And even if Quicksilver is bad or being controlled by Agnes, I really think Monica can hold her own. I mean, in the comic books, she is ridiculously powerful. And you've seen that she was able to match up with Scarlet Witch's power. And she is ridiculous. She couldn't even hurt her. So, yeah, she can hold her own. But we see the commander has another Vision. He rebuilt Vision, and with the drone that Wanda took and gave back to them, had her powers all over it. And they used that to power Vision. And that got bad written all over it. You're going to use chaos energy or chaos magic to power Vision, whose whole purpose was meant for Ultron, to use his body for that? How do we know that there isn't a chance that they just brought Ultron back to life? Because Ultron, we know he's supposed to make a cameo or appearance somewhere, or at least his voice somewhere in WandaVision. And there's only one episode left. They could just well bring Ultron back from this. Just a maybe. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but it's definitely a possibility. We do know that Vision is more than likely gonna be going in there and trying to kill Wanda. Not just fight her, take her out. It's gonna be a damn battle royal in there. You don't know who's on whose side or what's all going on. You got Pietro, Wanda, Agnes, Vision, and another Vision. Man, I don't know who's fighting who. I know that Vision and Wanda and Monica will be on the team. Everybody else is up in the air. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I cannot wait to see it. We know that this last episode more than likely is gonna be action packed, because WandaVision, I gotta give them credit. This is not something Marvel normally does. This is way off in left field, and it's been an amazing hit. WandaVision is a great show, one of the greatest shows I've seen from Marvel. I love the twists and turns and the suspense of this show. Normally Marvel is all about action, and we're definitely gonna get this in episode 9. So I cannot wait to see this unfold. I know we're gonna get left on a cliffhanger. You can already tell we're going to. They're good at that. This is supposed to lead right into Doctor Strange. So maybe Doctor Strange will make an appearance. That would be pretty cool. But we'll have to wait and see. This is it for the review. Please give me a like, comment, subscribe. Chopper Style out.